Anyway folks, welcome back to my chat. We got another ball game, videotapes and a couple of Toy Story toys. Straight after this. Anyway folks, here we go. We are back. We got a Toy Story couple of toys. Vintage, if you call them vintage in the 90s now. We have got Toy Story's quite biggish Bullseye, a horse from Toy Story, which is Jessie's toy, a horse. You got like the soft, flexible ones, but this is like hard. It's quite a rare one. This is like the first one what came out. Pretty good. A little bit dirty here and there, but at the end of the day, it's complete and it's in good ready condition. You bend its legs like that, but the back ones don't really move. That is the original Bullseye, and it's solid, not like the old soft kind of ones, but yeah, this is a kind of a rare one to get hold of, and it's quite heavyish. Well, not Jessie can fit on it, but we'll have a little look. Talking about Jessie, let's get old Jessie out. Look at that. The first ever Jessie to come out in Toy Story. Number 2. Flexible kind of body and stuff. It has got a pull cord there, but I haven't got a battery. Her hair is really nice. She's got a hat on. And that's the Jessie doll from Toy Story. Like if you saw the previous Mike's Chat videos, you saw the Buzz Lightyear and the Woody. Now I've got the old Jessie. But yeah, I want to get a battery for this and try and put it in, see if she talks, because on the back she's got a pull cord. I haven't got no battery in at the moment. It's got its original little labels there, which says it. Pretty good, Pixar. And we got Bullseye, which stands there and she's like this. She should be about the same size as Bullseye, so we can put her on there. But she won't stay on because she's not really hard enough to say that she can stay on, but at the end of the day you can say this is the closest you can get to Jessie on a horse, which is pretty good. Bullseye and Jessie. How much did I pay for that? £5 for Bullseye and 10 quid for Jessie. So I've just got to get a battery to make her work and I'll be so pleased. There you go, Jessie and Bullseye. Pretty good. And we had some videotapes. First one you can see is Back to the Future 3, because I got 1 and 2 upstairs. I thought I'd get number 3. This is a carton version. I couldn't get a box version because they're going for so much now, because the videotapes are going sky high. So that's Back to the Future 3, where Marty goes back to the Wild West to go and save Doc from Biff Tannen this time. He was stranded in 1985. The lightning struck the DeLorean and a mailman came up and said, oh, he's back in 1885. So he goes to Doc in 1955, which he hid the DeLorean in a cave, and they go through to the Wild West. And well, if you haven't seen it, then go and watch it. It's not too bad, but part 1 is a classic, part 2 is absolutely blinding, part 3 is a bit not too bad, but if you want to follow Trizzy, go and watch Back to the Future 3. So yeah, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. And we have Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. Film, Touchstone Pictures. First release of the VHS box set, videotape box. I haven't seen this. I think it's about a man who falls in love with a street girl and he buys her stuff and they fall in love and they whatever. It's like a girly lovey-dovey film, which I haven't even seen yet, but that's my gist of it, I think. And he won an Academy Award. Pretty good. Yep. Pretty Woman. And we got some Disney films, which we got The Sword in the Stone, and we had Sleeping Beauty. Really good. Sleeping Beauty classic film. It's about a woman who's got faraway kingdom. She's a wicked witch and she bites an apple and she falls into the deep sleep, and she's got 3 fairy godmothers, and the knight in shining armour has to come and kiss her to wake up and then defeat the evil witch. We've even got the original classic slips in this. Just tells you like more about like what you can get and send off for a Mickey Mouse questionnaire to join the fan club. As in the slip cases. And back in there it was £8 back in the day. And you got these. Tells you what else is coming out. And we had Sword in the Stone, which is that, Dumbo, Alice in Wonderland, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks, Sleeping Beauty, Robin Hood, Tron, Popeye, Zippity Doodah, and more. So yeah, that was the leaflet inside the VHS of Sleeping Beauties, which is pretty good. And with Sword in the Stone, I haven't seen this one, but it looks like a kind of a boy wizard kind of film. A wonderful golden sword embedded in the stone offered a tempting challenge to the strongest and bravest man in the kingdom who can remove it, and then he becomes king. So I think that's the kind of a story. Actually, I'll slip inside them. That's the videotapes, and we had, remember a couple of weeks ago we had Screwball Scramble. Now we've got part 2. Part 2 of Screwball Scramble. I've never gone for this yet, never gave it a go, but yeah, it's almost similar to the other one, but different changes. You got like a kind of a bridge. Let's turn that back around. So yeah, I think you've got like a kind of a bridge that goes up and down, you get the ball up, and you have to go for this like kind of maze and drop it in this spinning wheel. You've got to spin it left and right to get onto this platform here. You turn it and it travels all the way down, and then you go onto this mechanism here and it goes pop pop pop, and it flicks onto some conveyor belt, and you got to flick it up to there, and you got to flick it again, which goes onto this spinning wheel and it spins. If it drops on the left, you go on to the next platform. If it goes on to the right, you've got to start all the way back to the beginning and come all the way down here and then go back up to this kind of flicking kind of thing to get onto this level here. But this is quite a hard one, but you can connect the second one to the first one with a mechanism. I think you put it onto this part there, and then you can put Screwball Scramble next to the Screwball Scramble 2, so you can get part 1 and 2 together with a kind of an extension. There it is, an extension. When you end this here, you've got this connection here which drops into Screwball Scramble 1, and you can do part 1 as well. So yeah, let's give it a go, and we'll come back straight after this.
Take the Maze Mastering Challenge to the next level. It's Screwball Scramble Level 2. Set the ball rolling, take control, zigzagging, seesawing, nerve jangling, finger twisting, tricky obstacles to overcome, hopping, skipping, jumping, and scramble to victory. And you can even link it to the original Screwball Scramble to create a giant maze. Screwball Scramble Level 2 from Tommy.
So there you go folks, here's Screwball Scramble 2. Got 2 balls, pretty cool. So that's where you start there. And that is if you want to extend it to the Screwball Scramble 1, so you can put that on, so when that jumps it goes into number 1, but we haven't got number 1 at the moment because we've done it a couple of weeks ago. So let's give this a go. It only come out, I think it was this year or last year, so this is part 2 of Screwball Scramble. So let's see how we do, and I've never tried this one, so you've got to try and really master it to fly through it really quick. So let's give it a go. Oh, so you go like that. So basically you go up there and then you go onto that part there. that stops, goes into that. So that should now, nope, nope, nope. Right, so why has that gone like that then? Ah, right, you've got to line that up. So that, just so that it goes like that. So you've got to line that up, and then the ball should go into that yellow thing, like that. And then you've got to turn this baby right. Where are we? I go like that, down, and that should come out onto there. And you've got to turn that onto the jumpers. And jump, jump. Where does this one go? And it goes in there. Oh, like jump, jump, it goes like that. You're supposed to get that in the middle part here. So anyway, it goes in the middle part there, and then jump into the round thing. It's got to go in the left. Oh, in the right, so that starts the beginning. So that went round like that, goes in the left. You zigzag all the way down there to that, then you press that to finish. And that, my friends, is Screwball Scramble 2. Back to me. Welcome back, folks. Well, that was pretty good, wasn't it? Getting the old ball up the old ladder and that, and spinning it around that thing, dropping down the wrong hole. Oh, nightmare. And then flicking it. That was the hardest part. Flicking it onto one, then flick it onto the second one to get out to that spinning thing. That's the hardest part of it. But end of the day, it's a challenge. So let's see if we can break that record for that. I don't know if anyone's broken a record for this, the quickest time, but the quickest time for the first one is 7.3. To check out the quickest time for the number 2, and then try and put them both together and see if I could do 1 and 2 together in the quickest time. See if I could do it. So it's a bit of a challenge for myself. But anyway, we saw Jessie and Bullseye. We saw Pretty Woman, Back to the Future 3, Sword in the Stone, Sleeping Beauty, and Screwball Scramble 2 challenge. So yeah, that gives me a bit of a something to do. But yeah, you've been watching Mike's Chat. Thanks for watching these videos. Check this video out for social media posts, and we'll see you next week for more stuff. Cheers. There's many ways you can follow me on social media: Instagram, Mike's Chat, Facebook group, even subscribe to this page. Even click that notification bell for the next video content coming up. Or go to the about, email me if you've got anything to give away. Thanks very much, and see you next time.